Students, a very good morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss about Robert Browning as a poet. In our last class we discussed Robert Browning's biography. We came to know about his achievements, and today we will discuss how he gave multiple perspective to a single event through his dramatic monologue. The dramatic monologue verse form allowed Browning to explore and probe the minds of specific characters in specific places struggling with specific sets of circumstances. In The Ring and the Book, Browning tells us suspenseful story of a murder using multiple voices, which give multiple perspectives and multiple versions of the same story. Dramatic monologue allows reader to enter into the minds of the various characters and to see an event from that character's perspective. Understanding the thoughts, feelings and motivations of a character not only gives readers a sense of sympathy for the characters, but also helps readers understand the multiplicity of perspectives that make up the truth. In fact, Browning's work reminds readers that of the nature of truth and realities fluctuates depending on one's perspective or view of the situation. Browning further illustrated this idea by writing poems that work together as companion pieces such as the Fra Lippo and the Andrea del Sarto. Poems such as these show how people with different characters respond differently to similar situations, as well as depict how a time, place and scenario can cause people with similar personalities to develop or change quite dramatically. If we interpret the purpose of art as seen by Robert Browning, we come to know that he wrote many poems about artists and poets, including such dramatic monologues as Victor Ignotus and Fra Lippo. Many times Browning would begin by thinking about an artist, an artwork, a type of art that he admired or disliked. Then he would speculate on the character or artistic philosophy that would lead to such a success or failure. His dramatic monologues about artists attempt to capture some of this philosophizing because his characters speculate on the purpose of art. For instance, the speaker of Fra Lippo proposes that art heightens our powers of observation and it also helps us notice things about our own lives. According to some of these characters and poems, painting idealizes the beauty found in the real world, such as the radiance of a beloved smile. In Bishop orders his tomb at St. Paul's Church that was published in 1854 and the statue and the bust that was published in 1855, we can see this thing. So if we look at the relationship between art and morality, Browning has also worked in that field as well. Throughout his work, Browning tried to answer questions about an artist's responsibilities and to describe the relationship between art and morality. He questioned whether artists had an obligation to be moral and whether artists should pass judgment on their characters and creations. Students, this much for today. We will discuss Browning and his poems and his text in our next classes. Thank you very much for today.